Well, good morning, Black Lounge, and all my loungers. I hope everybody is doing as great as me and had as great as a weekend as I did. Shout out to all the new subs, all my new members. I appreciate you guys. You guys, we do have members only coming up Sunday. It's going to be our adult night. And we are going to enjoy ourselves and talk our trash and do what we do. And I'm thinking I'm also no, this weekend is not going to be our game night. That's next weekend. But anyway, so we are doing our adult night on this Sunday coming. So make sure you guys hit that join so that you can go ahead and be a part of all the festivities. All right. Um, I wanted to just touch base with you guys today. About a few things that I saw over the weekend. I actually was away on vacation with my significant other. We had a wonderful time. I got back last night, and now I'm refreshed, I'm relaxed, I'm ready for the work week. And yeah, so I kind of strolled through these YouTube streets, and yeah, I found out I got a lot of haters. Okay, a lot of them, but that's okay. It's cool. It's cool. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So it's all good. Um, and I don't even know if I really want to address all that. I think I don't, because I really don't think it's worth it. It doesn't really matter what people think of you, or what people try to say about you. Most of the time, when somebody's trying to say something about you, they're just trying to pull you down and trying to stop you from doing what you're doing and doing what you want to do and what will make you successful. So the best revenge on stuff like that is to just blow up on motherfuckers, and do your thing. It really doesn't matter what people think or what people want because your vision starts with you. Your peace, your happiness starts with you. It doesn't come from anybody else. So really doesn't matter. Um, but I did want to address Shakim publicly because I think that there was more of a misunderstanding between him and I. And I would like to address that publicly to him. If I hurt your feelings, Shakim, I do apologize for that, as I told you on your channel the other day. It wasn't my intentions to hurt your feelings. It wasn't my intentions to make you feel like I was disrespecting you. But I think it's important for adults to be able to handle constructive criticism and to know the difference between constructive criticism and just tearing somebody down. I had no intentions of tearing you down. As a matter of fact, I really want to see you succeed. But it's hard to see, that when you've got a bunch of drama around you. And I think that's what my issue with you was. And that's where I came from. So, you're welcome to feel whatever way you want to. It really doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, I'm a woman of my word and I stand 10 toes down on everything I do. And so if I'm wrong in a situation, or at least if you feel wronged in a situation, I do want to rectify that. But that only comes for people that, I actually have a bit of a relationship with. And, that is how it is with Shakim. I've talked to him several times behind the scenes about various things. And, so I'm definitely a woman with integrity. And I don't want it to seem like I would ever do something like that to somebody, because that wasn't my intentions, to kick him when it appeared that he was down. So, bro, I apologize for that. I'm sorry if that's how you feel, but as far as your chat, I really don't give a fuck. So I really don't care how they feel. But for you, I do care. So I just wanted to say that and address you publicly with that. Yeah. Hey, let me look at the chat. I see 211 in the building. Good morning, sis. I appreciate your email. Shout out to you. Thank you there's a couple people that have reached out to me over the weekend. I just wasn't able to answer because I was on vacay. But I appreciate you guys reaching out. Now I kind of see why people were reaching out. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I was having a great time and I'm back 10 toes down on my square. And like I said, I will continue to put up content and continue to do things for my members. Um, hating, guys, is harmful to you. It's not harmful to anybody else. Um, Funny because when I get hate, or when I get people that hate on me, that doesn't do anything but put fire under me. Okay, right? That's never going to put my fire out. That's always going to put more fire under me and push me further and motivate me more. So, thank you. I really appreciate it. Like, I don't know, but anyway, another thing I wanted to tell you guys about before I get off of here, because I'm not going to be long. I actually have to work this morning, um, but I'm working from home, so it's cool. One of the things I wanted to pitch to everybody was I had actually started a poll on my community tab because Let Me See Your Transcript has been doing this series on surviving anti-Afro Svengali. And I decided I'm going to go ahead and do a series on surviving the AFW. So I've got a couple of people I've been talking about this with behind the scenes, where we can, at least try to do some interviews on this. I was going to do some contests. I've got a few things that I have in mind regarding this, but I really think it would be fun. And I also think it would be fun for both sides, from the good guys to Smoke Gang to even to AFWs, like former AFWs. I think this would be a really, really fun thing. And I think it's a good way of bringing the sector together in a positive manner. My way of doing the surviving AFW, I don't want to tear them down. I don't want to disrespect them. I think it's better that we kind of talk about things, talk about what angles we were coming from, why we came this way, why we came that way, what caused that or what pushed that. And this will open up the door for dialogue and open up the door for conversation for people, to kind of keep bridging this gap, because there's a major gap. And in that gap, there's a lot of room for fuckery. There's a lot of room for drama and a lot of room for problems. Okay. I don't know anybody in life, in real life, who just wants to have problems in life. You know what I'm saying? Who just wants to go having issues and people talking trash and people going through things. I like peace in my life. I really do. Yeah, I come here and I see some fuckery, here and there, but not every day, not just repeating itself every single day. You're just repeating the same thing over and over again. If it's not fresh and new, it's kind of like, what's the point? And then even if it is fresh and new, sometimes it's just overbearing and overwhelming. And eventually it gets tired. Nobody wants to keep going through that and listening to the same dumb shit or dumb stuff over and over again. So let's come up with something new. I challenge all the content creators in the sector to come up with something new, not only just for the sector, but even outside of the sector. I challenge you to go outside of this sector and come up with something that interests you and put that on your channel and see how many views you actually get. Challenge yourself to that, believe in yourself. A lot of times it looks like some people within the sector really don't even believe in themselves as a content creator. So they're continuing to go back and forth with each other, picking at and talking trash about each other, and not really building any significance to their channel. I really think that, you should start looking outside of the sector and see that there are other things to talk about. There are other things that you can bring to the sector and bring other people into the sector who would be interested in hearing what you're talking about, and then interact with other people within the sector. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think that was the whole idea. And shout out to Ghost and D. Durrell and Flacco. This was the whole idea from them to begin with, was to talk about other things so that you can attract other people to the sector and grow the sector. It's like you guys are almost afraid to grow the sector. Like, you just want to keep it with these little small amount of people, when you can have a whole lot more people involved, and then people can do things the way that they want to on their channel. They can go whatever direction they want to, but they'll have the audience to actually do so. So that's just something to think about. Also, networking. So, like, there's certain content creators within the sector that tend to do a lot of the same things. You guys can network off of each other. And, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. You've got Poison Radio, you've got Shaq Ra, and you've got Slander God. They all kind of do the same thing when it comes to the chat. So we know that this is where you go for the effery. Okay. Okay, fine. Y'all need to network. Y'all need to be like, okay, Slander's going live at this time, and then Shakim is going to go live this day. Do a schedule so that y'all know that this is the days that you're going to go live. This is the time you're going to go live, and each one of you are on the same network so that people know when they see that logo or whatever you guys come up with, they know that this is what they're going to get. And you're going to have all kinds of people come into your channel outside of this sector, outside of 1,000 views, outside of 900 views. You're going to have more than that. That's where you grow your revenue. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. And I really think that y'all should start thinking about that, and really come up with a plan for that, because, hey, what's wrong with Black folks making money? What's wrong with Black folks networking? Nothing wrong with that at all. But, yep, that was just a little thought. And yeah, also, like I said, I wanted to do the surviving AFWs. I am taking I'm taking emails in regards to that. So you guys can hit me up and let me know if you wanted to interview or if you wanted to be a part of it. Yeah, and we're going to go from there. Yep. So anyway, shout out to everybody again who has tuned in. 211, I appreciate you, sis, being a mod here in the chat. Also, Too Big for Skinny Jeans, I appreciate you too. Yep. And oh yeah, I got one more person that I wanted to address, and I'm going to address this person publicly because I actually had kind of a cool relationship with this person within the chats. She doesn't really talk much on panels. I think I've seen her on 2 panels ever. One was a debate, and the other one was on Max V's channel, real quick. But other than that, I really don't talk to Scarlet like that outside of the chat room. But I'm going to go ahead and address you publicly because I said it to you already I said it before in Eyes Antonia. Shout out to Eyes. I said something about this in her chat, and I also said something on Shakim's page. But people like to twist narratives, and they like to say what they want to say, especially these old 50-plus-year-old men. Like, get a life, bro. But yeah, I'm going to tell you what I said. That way you understand what I said. And I really don't care if you think I'm out of pocket, quote unquote, because if I'm out of pocket, you can go ahead and put me back in pocket. But you're not going to do that, Scarlet. So anyway, sweetheart, I say what the hell I want to say. Okay. And yes, what I said was there's been a significant amount of trolls in all these different chat rooms. You don't know who's who. Okay. So nobody is going to be demanding me to block somebody. I don't know who's who. There were like 3 Scarlets in that chat room that day. No, I was not going to block any of them because I don't know if one of them was you. Okay, that's out of respect. No, I didn't like what they were saying. And this was before Ghost was just saying, hey, everybody just time people out, block, whatever. Before that, I wasn't doing that. Yes, you're right. I wasn't going to go ahead and just block all the Scarlets because I didn't know whether it was you or not. That was out of respect for you. But since you feel like I'm out of pocket, well, then fuck you too, bitch. I really don't care how you feel. But that's just coming from somebody who had no problem speaking to you, who had no problem greeting you every single time we met up in the chat. We work together in the chat rooms to keep the chats together. But then, you tend to go wherever the wind goes. Wherever the wind blows is where you're going to go. So if, this person becomes quote unquote unpopular with other people, then you suddenly stop fucking with them too. And that's just how you are. So be it. I really don't care how you feel. But, I just wanted you to know, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you too. And that's it. All right, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.